Game-Geki. Silent Hill Ascension.
Hello and welcome to another thrilling, exciting episode of Silent Hill Ascension. It's me, DDK, as of course, how could we not show up at the beginning of their amazing live show when they're putting out posters? This has got to be the greatest show ever made. If, they've got to advertise it like this, surely this halfway season finale is going to be the show that rocks the socks. So I'm just going to have that going in the
Got our
background, I
hot
guess.
cocoa. And I want to drink it. So I'm going to let Jacob talk. So Jacob, it's the last stream of the year. How does it feel?
I mean, it feels really good to finally get here.
Oh yeah, in the chat, of course.
This early part, and I know that we're like 7 weeks into it.
The insights,
but it's
I'm
still
sure they're
very
going to...
early. This early part of the series was about as learning as
They
actually
provided a
building
roaring
the
fire
show.
too.
There's
Cozy.
a long, 10-year plus road to get to here. Stemming back from our original work when we were at Shinra Technologies, which was the Square Enix subsidiary that I ran working on streaming, going on to Genvid's first projects, including stuff like Pac-Man Community and Walking Dead Last Mile, Rival Peak, and now here at Silent Hill Ascension. And then going forward, this is my mug right here, but Holy Broadcast Center, because we've got Borderlands Echo Vision Live coming, and also DC Heroes United coming. I'm at the office. We have lots of fun stuff. So we're learning a lot here. We're making a lot of improvements. We made a ton of improvements in just the last few weeks. We fixed a lot of bugs. We still have a lot more content to make and a lot more content to fix.
Get good.
But we're learning and iterating, and we're
LOL.
every day, and we're really
Damn it, I guess you're right.
No. And Jacob, you talk about being, proud of it. So like in the last month and a half, what are the things that you feel the team has accomplished? And of course the converse, the side of not accomplished yet, but that we're hoping to deliver right to the good folks at home, or that they can, see in the future.
So, we first debuted this project at the Silent Hill Transmission in October 2022, which feels like a lifetime ago. And we had a teaser that we ran at that time. Could you guys cue it up for me, and I'll talk through it a little bit? But if you recall that teaser, which we'll watch right now, the core of it was a community talking. It opens up with a Discord-like chat. And for me is really important.
I'm not quite getting all of that, what you're
part of
saying.
The experience to be able to work with the community. Do we have the trailer running?
So our production team as well in the back is going to throw up that trailer on you. That's going to be the 2022 transmission. So we're going to be off here, but you can hear our delicious voices here as Jacob. Yes, so
Great.
We see her chat, as you mentioned, Jacob, as well.
Chat. And it talks about, can we save Amina, who, fun fact, that is a character from a storyline.
Oh wow,
that is not,
can't even send she.
In what we have right now, it was cut because it was yet a third location, which we actually built out. And we made the character models for, but we thought it would be just way too complex to have yet a third. We built it. But Amina is a real character, and her model is actually Krista. So Krista is a modified version of who Amina was supposed to be. And this chat here is talking about, can we save her? And that's what, you and chat are deciding
But it was
every
shown
single
in the
day.
picture.
Can we work together to help save these characters? Or in some cases, lead these characters to their death or otherwise. And that's also why chat was super important to us, and why I was pretty disappointed.
Some of these people, the people that get good at the clicking thing on the endure.
A lot of the
I reckon they're the game's true biggest fans.
Really overwhelmed, and we're still we're being very, very cautious with chat, and we've tuned it way too strict. And every day we're sitting there let's unblock these words or unblock this or modify this, and steadily bring chat back. And I hope over the course of our very brief break that we'll get that perfected. So when we come back in early 2022, that we've got.
I wonder why they don't know exactly when they're expected to be back.
It was definitely a core part to have a community work together, and you saw that in that trailer. So we've been delivering on that exact vision. And then there was another trailer that we put out
2
in
a.m.
October
UK.
2023. If you could cue that up for me. And the reason I want to bring this one up is this is the trailer that we put out right before the series ran, and you know, a lot of products these days run
Hello,
trailers
fellow
that aren't
UK
the
people.
actual footage from the thing or misleading or what have you. But these are the actual scenes that you've seen, like every single line here, every single animation. I mean, we brushed up some of them when we put them to live, but this is all the real show. We've been, you know, using the actual footage to build our marketing, and as of I think last week, you've seen every scene in this trailer, because the trailer ends with Brit and with Astrid hugging, and you know, talking about whether Astrid could actually have killed Orson or not, and she's not really sure. Again, you know, Ascension is all about not really believing what is or is not real. It has a very intentional, dreamlike quality to it. Carl acts super weird because he's never really sure, and we should never really be sure whether what's happening is actual or not. It's all very intentional in terms of its weirdness and dreamlike state.
Actual
It's the same
Pennsylvania.
thing here, and the trailer actually opened with Niels, with the podcaster.
Hope you
that,
can dodge
got
the
referenced about
monsters.
2 weeks ago, asking Astrid if she's actually killed Orson or not. And so again, you know, we have been delivering very closely on that vision. We've been delivering it on a new platform with a new account system, with a new app, with a new production pipeline, with new untested decision systems and everything
I know
else.
it's
We've been steadily improving that every day, and by the way, making a lot more of it free every
What's
day.
the
So you know, we made
Norway
every
town called?
mindfulness puzzle completely free, and we rotate between every puzzle so that, you know, you just have to participate for a couple days to be able to participate in every single puzzle for free. Every decision is free. Every video asset is completely free, and we don't even run ads on them here inside of the app. Like Tubi runs ads on its platform, but here it's completely free too. And so, you know, in terms of the amount of, you know, work that we've been doing and promise that we've been delivering on, I think that we've been hewing pretty close to that vision. I'm really proud of what the team has done and what they've managed to accomplish. I think we need to do better jobs in terms of
I always forget the name of
UI
the Norway
work
town.
and making the audience understand.
I forget just about
the
everything
impact
about
on
this
the
show.
characters and making the videos more accessible, and we'll be working on a lot of that over the course of the break. But really happy to have that chat back. Hello, everybody. We are reading you every day, every evening.
Yeah, I mean,
so you know,
Jacob, not to interrupt, but I've been so one of the things is I got to follow Chad, and a lot of you know at the start the compliments on the Santa hat for you and the hot chocolate as well, but like a lot of people like wanting to talk about like being glad to be able to communicate as well in chat, to be talking about like, you know, addressing things here. And, you know, beforehand as well, people like talking about the story and communicating with one another as you know, as you want in the trailer, and appreciating the behind the scenes footage, by the way. I think that little quote on Amina was definitely pretty nice for our community. And Jacob, quickly, like, you know, because I know there's another little piece of content we were going to talk about that I think will get people excited, but what do you think about like the talking about people? Like, have you liked the way the community's been taking shape around Silent Hill Ascension?
I mean, there's a guy going on about Hideo Kojima and some questionable things there.
Talking about which
That's
character
crucial
is
that they need to
save
discuss
it
that.
warms my heart because we've been dreaming about this for years. I took my kid to see Wonka yesterday, and they talk in that movie about like, you know, if you can dream it, you know, you can accomplish these things, and how important it is to hold on to those dreams. And we have been really.
I saw
dreaming
Wonka
about
on Saturday.
trying to build this community
Come
based
with
show for a
me
very
to a
long
world
time.
of Silent
I remember seeing
Hill.
Twitch Plays Pokemon a decade
Pure
ago. It was 2014. We're
disappointment.
about to be in 2024. In imagining what it would be like if we could build content to that, and you know, we will never be able to deliver on like Pixar. We don't have $200 million in 5 years to build a single movie. We're not Disney. We can't release those productions. But what we can do is offer an experience that is new and unique and allows us to tell stories in a unique way. And I think that dream has been the dream that everybody who joined Genvid has come to work on, and every partner that we've had work on this, from
I wonder if these guys will end
to
up being
Martian Bravo,
making a million other series like this then.
to Behavior, to Konami,
I
to
don't,
Bad
is this
Robot,
good?
and
Are enough
there
people?
have been working really
Do
hard.
they only need
for
like a handful
now
of
it's
people
close
to
3
push this
years,
along?
to do this. And we've had hundreds of people working
Or
on this show.
surely
And
they
it's
would
going to get
have
better
some
as we
inkling that
learn
this is
and as we
failing if
improve
it's
our
failing, right?
production pipelines. Like, we're still learning how to do the cinematics at a scale that we're doing it at. There's 20 hours of cinematics in this thing. I mean, you're not going to see parts of it due to the branching and others. You will see more of it when we do run What If, but that's a crazy amount. That's like 5 Telltale games. That's like 10 movies worth of cinematics. So, we're doing what we
That dome
can.
is big.
So you mentioned the keyword "what if" because here's the so internally we have a concept around what if. Now, Jacob, you referred to it and you didn't want to share it with the audience tonight. So I mean, it's time if you could refer to what do you mean by what if?
Okay,
Yes,
so
do tell
from
us
the
what if,
very
'cause
beginning,
we haven't
when
figured
we
that out.
debuted this, and I was reading, Reset Era and Reddit and Twitter and everything else, people were asking, but what about all these branches that we haven't seen? And you guys have seen, we've made mistakes and we've shown the wrong branch because the sim, as we call it, which is the engine build that's running on the stream, has been pulling accidentally from the wrong con. It's all there. And you want to see it, and you want to see those other.
Must be stressful if
outcomes.
you spent your time programming it and it plays the wrong one. You're like,
We're going to rerun the
oh
series
shit!
when it ends, and the goal, and I
That's
think this is
no
the goal
good.
because we're still building it, so like maybe compromises will have to happen. But the current goal is that all of the decisions that you've made so far are going to be reopened, but the choice that won will be locked, and the choices that didn't win now have a chance to compete with each other, which means that every point that you've put into every decision is still being used. It's going to reopen at that same point level that you participate. So not a single influence point that you've used so far in those decisions is wasted, because it's all coming back when we run What If, and you're getting another chance to change the fates of these characters. Now, you guys have done the thing that I hope you wouldn't do, which is redeem everybody. Tears in my eyes every single day as I watch them living.
Everyone is perfect, redeemable
So it's
character.
going to be a much darker What If, probably, unless you change the fate of everybody in the next couple months. But it's there. We're looking forward to it. And one other thing that's super important, if you joined midway after day one, and you
Better
missed
push a
moments
amazing
from earlier
picture
on in
of
the series,
Wonka
get
through
what?
the Game-Geki
You're
tool.
going to get a chance to get them all again in What If. The way that moments work, it is participate in the decision
Beautiful.
and watch the thought. And so if you missed participating in the decision, those will all reopen during What If, and every single decision that you missed out on, you've got another chance to collect. So we're excited for this feature. We're still working on it. We have months to go, because right now, based on current schedules, the main series is going to run probably through end of April-ish or so. We'll see. I mean, it depends on a number of factors. And then What If is going to rerun it in real time, so another 5-6 months of content. So Ascension will probably be going for 10 to 12 months.
So the What If feature is like
a huge experience to operate, but really excited for
ability
everybody
to
be
see
able
the
to
other
participate.
scenes. Then they don't
We'll
want to
continue to
waste
do
any of that
bubbles,
content.
throughout it.
I guess that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
no, for sure. So one of the things, by the way, we have Leo Chi and
Horrible
chat
for
going.
me,
I'm guessing
though,
they have a lot of
'cause,
delay between chat and
you
us
know,
listening to them.
that
But
means this thing
trust me,
will
we actually
run and
look at
run
it
for
pretty
the rest of
quickly. It's just,
eternity.
a lot of people as well at home are watching, relaxed, comfortable, probably in different setups. So want to make sure we get good information out there. Especially for me, the interesting part about What If that you described, Jacob, is we describe on the hosted show a lot too,
Ascension
right?
is
that the show's
really
canon, like, the
cool.
decisions are locked, and
Yeah.
that's the show. That's true. But What If basically becomes an alternative season where, unlike a traditional show, you get the show that's real, and you almost get like a secondary show, like a parallel universe style show, which I hope like people get to appreciate, because as you say, it'll be a lot darker. So they get like kind of they redeem everyone, they're really happy, and then they're like, okay, well, what happens if actually everybody was to die in horrible hellfire?
When we say you're making a horror TV show,
I wonder how
just
exactly
canon
that
run as the
works.
TV
Does that
show.
mean all the
We're not gonna
decisions
go
used
and
up
run
were just
another
grayed out, or
20
do they just
22
air it in
episodes
half
on
that
Tubi
they
and
pick?
Sony of alternate branch content. Once these decisions are locked in this run, that's it, right? That's the TV show for the next 20, 30 years that'll be available on all those streaming platforms. But the what if is going to give you an opportunity to see the rest of the content. And we've worked hard on it. All of these people working on it, and I say people because we are all people. All the writers, the cinematographers, the directors.
He says that because the
the
terrible
narrative
things
designers, the
that
puzzle
people have said
makers who are
about this
working on
game,
it.
and they are people,
So
right?
we're all really passionate about it and creating a
But
positive
it
experience
is Silent
and a
Hill
positive
Ascension still.
community, and
Can't forget
creating
about that.
something fun for you to be there with every single day. So we appreciate everybody who's stood up with us and comes back every day. I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah. No, we love you, the audience at home. You've been absolutely fantastic being with us.
I wouldn't love
Jacob,
the
we're about
audience,
3
not
minutes
if
over the
I'm
show,
part of
so
that
we
audience.
probably got time to
Jesus.
squeeze in one last point, and let's do dealer's choice. What's the one thing that's left that you'd like to tell our community in these like waning minutes before they get to see the kind of last show before the holiday break? What's your last message to our lovely audience?
Well, I wish we had time for a question. I'd be happy to answer one if we do.
He looks a lot more tired
so
than
there was
I
a
do.
question earlier. It did zap by, but somebody was asking about the heavy moderation
he's not on
chat.
holiday yet.
Because we were talking about you want to get it right. So like, if you could address that. So essentially,
Okay, yeah, sure. Let me get into it. So, we still don't know what we're doing with the moderator tools. That's the way that it worked. We had a filtering system back at launch, and the filtering system got demolished by 100,000 messages basically coming in at the same time. And then that broke the tools that we use. We're using a system called Stream.io. It's a third-party tool, and nothing worked. And we spent 2 or 3 days time to fix it, and we basically gave up. So
Too
then
many
we contacted
people.
Microsoft, which has a solution called 2Hat and another solution called Sift. And we spent the last few weeks integrating it. And when we integrated it, we broke Promote and we broke Blast, which is why they're not working, but we're going to get that fixed over the break. But the moderation stuff, like, we keep tuning it easier, and then what we find is we log in and it's changed the tuning back, and it was because we didn't apply a setting right. So I'm sorry that it's as
With
harsh
fewer
as it's
toxic
being. It's really
chords.
stupid. But it's just because we're still learning how to use the system that we bought. So we'll figure it out in the next couple of days. My patience and apologies, please.
Yeah, and to kind of shout out the person who did this, Sackpinwitty1121. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
We hope that answers it, and we love you being able to discuss. But remember, again, Ascension is over. So again, after this, in the post show, you'll be with me. I'll describe what the holiday break is, essentially what you can look forward to during that period, because we will be back, in the immortal words of a certain famous actor from the 90s, 80s, etc. But we're 1 minute from the show, Jacob. We don't want to spoil anything, but I think they're in for a treat tonight.
Ooh, a treat.
It's going to be fun. We're starting Convergence. We're starting to do a crazy thing in Silent Hill lore.
This is delicious!
Yeah, he said treat, right?
And this is going to start for all sorts of, like we have.
The character's going to start
conversations with
meeting
Konami,
then
like, how do we make
Silent
sure
Hill world
that
somehow.
what we're about to do fits with all of the logic of the series, like months of conversations to do it. And I'm excited for the people to see it. But it's just beginning today, so come back in January for the rest of it when we announce the return date.
Yeah, but immediately 20 seconds. And again, don't leave after the show. I'll describe the holiday break so that you have that information. Jacob, thank you so much for being with us. Audience,
Thank you, guys.
it's time for you.
Well, they're going to have to tell us when they're back,
Last
right?
show,
Because otherwise people ain't going to know,
2023 for
and
Silent Hill
then
Ascension. Bye.
it's still like to be announced. That roaring fire. Let me just warm my hands. Oh, it's gone. Now I've only got the cold of Silent Hill.
You better fucking believe it!
Yeah, that's right, Devilman. Let me hide the chat here, and we've got 7 minutes left on the decision here, so I guess this section is going to be at least 7 minutes of content. Some parts have been like 5 minutes for the whole day's worth, so I imagine this is going to be quite long today.
Is Faith still missing?
Barbara, I thought you left.
And now I've returned.
Eldritch Grey King.
I found what I was looking for.
What is it?
A way to stop the
Let
withering
them
and
stand
find your
cross-eyed.
daughter.
For true sight, an eye must be
I
sacrificed.
say he stood a bit closer.
I don't understand.
In order to find Faith, someone must lose an eye.
Whose eye?
Someone who is closely related to the one who was lost. In this case,
Oh fuck, I've got to lose an eye.
Faith's mother or father. Either you or Eric. You must decide.
I can't do something
At least they
like
can put it
that.
off to the new year if they have to decide. Put it to the people.
You want me to take my eye? Eric's eye?
It's for your
Don't you
daughter.
want to find your daughter?
Of course I do. It's just... What if it doesn't work?
This is a test of faith, Rachel. Your daughter could be out there, lost in the fog with those things, while you're inside here, safe and sound. What kind of mother would just sit here and do nothing?
These psychopaths.
I know if it was
And
my
they thought this
child,
withering would
there
stop
isn't
when Eric was
anything I
killed,
wouldn't do to
but that
save
didn't
you.
happen.
You need to ask yourself how far you are willing to go to save yours. And Rachel, let's just keep this between us.
No, this is official business. I'm not keeping secrets on your behalf. Is that Necronomicon filled with evil? Back toiling the late hours. Old Astrid. I don't know why I used the word old. She's clearly not old, but whatever.
I got your message. What's this about?
Hogan. I got the evidence you need.
When you told me you were stopping the search, I never felt pain like that before. But then I found this. His little hands. I had this. How did I have this if I didn't?
Have what?
You're gonna have to take her in.
This glove.
Astrid,
She's mad.
what did you do to Orson?
I don't know. But I think my son is dead. And I think I killed him.
Astrid Johansson. You're under arrest for the murder of Orson Johansson.
For the suspicion of it. I mean, just because she said she did it, there's no, you
Come
know,
with me.
it's
Don't
not
touch
been,
me.
Let's not
sent
make a
for a
scene.
courtroom yet.
Stay back.
I'm not going to ask you again.
I don't want to go anywhere with you. Please.
I reckon
let
she
me
should
go.
do a QTE to fight off this. She's being saved by hell. That or she's just being arrested while she's completely blinded. Warped into the other world. So is that like the convergence thing? Or so this must be the crucial convergence bit then. You know what they say. An eye for an eye, Rachel. Or in this case, an eye for your daughter.
Is that you? You need to come home now. Just tell me where you are.
It's all this shit.
Faith, please. Faith, honey, tell Mama where you are.
Orson?
She's arrived in this hell.
Orson!
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you one of them?
Are you one of them?
Orson! You have to come home to Mama now.
You're looking for your son? My daughter's lost too.
There you go, they converge, just like the
Please,
poster
just wait.
promised.
I need you to listen and...
Oh my god, monsters!
We have to get out of here, now! Come with me. That thing wants to kill
It's a
us.
world
and
of
we
endless
have to run.
imagination. It goes
I
back to
don't wanna leave you,
Wonka.
But if you don't come now...
Oh, so those symbols that were coming out of her head. No, maybe not. Those JoJo symbols, right? I think I had a gif of them somewhere, but that's like really obscure, and I can't be bothered to dig that out. Oh yeah, let's help Rachel endure. She's really see there's much point in that. We've got Kenobi, Munwaro, and Pusheen 14 to assist her though. I mean, some of the clips it shows them sort of assisting, right? Most of the time they're just a corpse with a spider crawling out of the eyes. Keyboard a bit. Right, amazing cameo. That could have been me being pushed through the door. Or that guy there. Come with me, and you'll see a world of endless disappointment. Damn it, Manal, you didn't even make it past the opening section. Some help you were. Oh. No, some blue, I suppose. Guess they're really easy for Rachel, because Rachel is so far into the hopeless realm that it'll take quite a lot of these to be successful. Still can't click it. Probably doesn't help that with a mouse, to be honest. If I had a joypad or something. Whoa, why did that one fail? Maybe this ain't as easy as I thought it would be. Oof. Tap 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 tap. Okay, just about okay. It's fine. She's found herself a firearm now. That'll help. You see, I think she's doing well because those people have said that you gotta get good, son. And they're not gonna fail now. No one can dare fail. That's it. Waste them with your pistol. Oh, I'm doing rubbish today. Perfect. They're all over the place.
Stay away!
Damn it, I missed with my gun. That was great, I guess. Almost. Run into the next section. Maybe you'll be more lucky in there. Though, I don't know if she can redeem herself at this point. It's up to you, Pusheen. There goes a glorious firearm. Epic hero stands, shining beacon of hope. We don't have to click for him though, because you know they're doing that work.
I have to find a way out.
They have the same dream every night. Well, same sections of a dream, I suppose. It's like a living hell. Almost. Not good enough. Too quick. I reckon that's probably my worst effort so far. But excellent. That just about sews it up. Man, are there more monsters out there? It's what we call an epic fail, perhaps. Any more goals? No. They're gonna wrap up with their amazing post show soon. Can't really access their mini games until their show's kind of wrapped up. But nevertheless, oh yes, I could talk to the people in the time being. Oh yeah, does it say there? Tuesday, 3:30 a.m. Huh? Why does it think that there's something else to happen there? It's like the system's just kind of given up. Doesn't even know where to put the next episode. They just decided to keep everyone playing it, waiting forever in an endless loop. Look at that, he's astounded by the convergence.
So, I'm on my own. I really hoped, but Rachel and Astrid were. I really hope you enjoyed the convergence, which was, for 2023, the last part of Silent Hill Ascension. It's not the end of it, but for this year it is. We're going to go on a holiday break. That's on screen in front of me, and I'm essentially going to walk you through it to make sure that you're all informed on when we'll be back on air to show you more of the story, and so that you can keep watching that. So production's going to throw that up on screen for you.
Go on, production. He's not alone. He's got production with him.
Should appear very shortly.
Information return will become available in app or on social. Wow, thanks. If the decisions remain active, that is not really very helpful. And he's even muted right now. I reckon he's saying different information, and they just don't want to. Well, that's totally counter to what he was kind of alluding, as if this was going to be helpful information.
So that will be both within the app as well as on social platforms. So please do keep an eye out. By the way, if you're a fan of the experience in the Silent Hill Ascension app, there are some things that are available during the holiday break. While the story will not essentially air on weekdays,
real info when it got pulled.
Puzzles will remain available for you to enjoy them daily during the break. Now, there'll be a few less new puzzles per day. So normally there's 6. This time we're moving to 3. But all the old levels are available.
Yeah,
so
this episode's called Silent Edward.
Catch up on some of these. This is a great time for you. So we know that if you want to relax like me, you're like, oh look, I got this. I got some hot chocolate.
Production, could you throw up a picture of Barry Burton saying, "Oh my God, please"?
Oh my God!
Thanks, production.
Catch up on what you haven't had a chance to do so, because I know during the break I will do the same. I will enjoy the things that I want to catch up on. Now,
not this.
Cameo contests will remain open as well, so you can join those. One will close at the end of 2023, and another one will open before we restart once we turn over to 2024, and that will let you essentially take part in those first few roles for 2024. And you can participate in active decisions during the holiday break. Actually, there was one of them available prior to the show going live, but essentially those will say TBD on them. That will eventually change once the date is confirmed. So if you pay close attention, once TBD changes to an actual time, you know when the show's coming back.
I guess they must have to program something together to get the show to continue.
Content is available, so you can rewatch the old episodes, catch up on your ledger. If you have a friend that you want to, have come up to speed before the holiday break, this is also a good chance. You can tell them, look, the episodes are available, and then it will come back. And I think it's important to watch with friends as well. Like, I know for horror, I like to be with people. And
there's the amazing Game-Geki audience, the imaginary Game-Geki audience, Chaos Friends.
The people you're with. And this show, while I am alone on screen, at the very end of it, could not have been possible without the amazing people I've had the chance to share time with. Of course, my co-host Layla and Noah, but people in the back, like on the technical side, Felipe, and other people like Chris, Derek, and Alan, who really help make the show, special. of course, there's the rest of the development team. They're ones delivering the cinematics, the story. We'll keep bringing you those interviews on the hosted show because I just love sharing some of the amazing
Interviews,
colleagues I get to
granting
work with.
valuable
And
insight.
for you to see essentially how we make the experience what it is. So again, thank you to them. We do have credits, so you're always welcome to check those in, check out our developers who have worked on the project and different things. And finally here, there's no way I can't thank you, the audience, for tuning in.
You know, you don't have to thank us too much. We weren't exactly the nicest bunch. Although some of these people are kind of gelling with it. These people seem alright. Astrid gets Robert the Earl going. There you go.
Really, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank you for tuning those times we've had with you, and that we will be back in 2024.
He's thanking us.
So again,
which by virtue means he's thanking you
so
because technically you watched all these episodes. Not the pre-show and live shows, but little bits of them.
We will hopefully get to see more of the team in the new year. There might be some repeats because there are some people who just love you so much they want to keep coming back. But we do try to show you
so much.
People, different sides of the experience so that you get to meet up with different people of the team in the new year. Obviously, in the pre-show, we had the interview with Jacob. Some interesting behind the scenes information. Two of the things are that we actually had a third location, but didn't really air. That was revealed there, as well as the concept of the what if season. So again, everything we do here is canon, but there'll be a chance to see essentially what an alternative show might have looked like. And thank you so much for you, the audience, to be here. So to repeat again, holiday break, key information. We will be back in 2024. Keep checking the app and on social to essentially know when that date is. Don't worry, you'll have time. So what I would like you to do is take time with your loved ones, take time with your family. The puzzles will be there if you want to do those. If you want to hang out and essentially, keep influencing the story, but like bit by bit while the show's not live, you have access to that. We want to make sure that you keep enjoying it. So that's pretty much it. Look, I'm at the end of my hot chocolate.
That means he's at the end of this amazing.
I want a holiday break too. So this is the last thing you're going to
see.
He
wants a break. What he's saying to you basically is,
Ascension.
"Show's over. Fuck off."
For being here, watching, and tuning in. So again, rain, shine, or fog, we will be back in 2024. Have a wonderful holiday break.
His eyes, you can tell that he's not entirely sure about that. Maybe we won't. It's weird. The green screen on that mug looks like it's been shattered. Look at that. They're rallying on the question. How will Rachel handle the woman in danger? Save herself. Distract the monster. Call out a warning. Distract the monster. Got a couple of points in that. And I'll give it a few moments to see if it rolls over to today's mini games. And whilst I do so, we'll play a song just to, ring in the end of Game-Geki for the year. The mini games have until this song ends. And if they don't show up, oh well, what a pity. Claim my prize. Blonde hair, side parted, but really it's just IP. Already got that. Save yourself. Selfish. Why would they do that? Oh yeah, how's the progress on this? So this is at 61 now. Does this imply when the end of this run is? The season? Is it for 101? Or does it just repeat forever there? Ah, oh, damn it, the Arcane Library made it. Alright, let's have a go. So, you might notice that I'm not on my phone. Yeah, due to certain reasons, I ended up back at old Game-Geki Towers for this episode before I rush on back to the old country that is Mecca tomorrow. I had to run back because I had to come back here because I forgot something. I've been at Mecca over the weekend now. Excellent, that's one game of that. Hashi. Fishing one. Bring it in.
The snow is falling, it's Christmas time. But this
Gotta pull in a few more catches.
such a crime. DDK is stuck. No joy
More perch. I've got got to catch a diseased fish. Because why wouldn't I want a diseased fish? Maybe it's a disease that humans can't catch. Game needs more. These games need more linking to Silent Hill. Just, you know, being more corrupted. Maybe they could have like little platformy bits, or, you know, like one screen things like Pac-Man or something. I don't know. The games don't really have anything to do with Silent Hill. I imagine them making a totally different TV series that's nothing to do with Silent Hill, and they just put the exact same mini games in it. Because you know that's probably what's going to be. Just gonna play two horrible musics over the top of each other. Oh gosh, without music, the pacing's off. Much harder. Just pretend I'm playing this song instead. He's coming quick. Yes, Merry Christmas to you all, and a Happy New Year, and all that. Maybe you'll get that present you asked for. Or maybe you're on Santa's naughty list, like Santa Ascension. Oh god. I picked the hardest song.
A haunted melody begins to sway. I climb the hill, but it's a long way.
So many notes, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Through twisted paths, my steps hesitate.
But 2 stars. I don't think that was a 2-star effort, to be honest. Can quickly review people's current statuses before we go. Toby dead. Eric doing good for himself. Rachel surely doomed. Astrid's pretty middle of the road. Carl, middle of the road. Wow, that's me to click on here, but nothing weird. I gotta watch a catch-up video and they're not available. Okay. Oh well. I reckon that'll do us for the year. Join us again next year for more amazing Silent Hill Ascension. Oh, and most importantly, fuck off.
Silent